So we're finally here, video number 13 of the Boule Mind mental management system that I've created, that I've molded, that I've adapted from lots of books, lots of learnings, lots of lessons from my own game. Now, what is number 13? We've covered everything from process and outcome. We've got practices you'll play. We've got the alter ego, visualization, self-talk, the confidence in yourself, and lines, anchors, Superman or Wonder Woman, sniper, setup routine, affirmations, incantations and phrases, focus on good shots only. What are all those things? Well, you're going to have to watch all the other videos because here we are now at number 13. And this is an acronym. Number 13, here we go. It is S, C, S, and then A, R. So let's go through each of those. The first S is your subconscious. Your subconscious runs everything. It works 24/7, whether you're asleep, whether you're awake, whatever it is. You've got to work and understand the importance of your subconscious. If you can work on your subconscious by doing different things, such as we've mentioned in loads of these other things, such as anchors, such as lines, such as phrases, you can develop your subconscious to a certain level where it will work with you. It will work with the conscious mind. The subconscious is what allows your hand to release a certain way just for the ball to come out. I play some shots sometimes, as soon as I've let go of them, bang, I just know they're going to hit because I've put myself in the zone, if you want to call it that, the flow state. And I know that that ball is going to be absolutely perfect and that a carrow is arriving. That's what happens when your subconscious mind is working. The second letter is the C. That's your conscious mind. This is something you've got to be in control of. You've got to be very aware of your self-talk. You've got to be very aware of your visualization, the things that you say to yourself, the anchors. You've got to be aware of your stance on the piste. You've got to put all of these things together and make them as normal as picking up your ball off the ground. There's an awful lot you've got to do. Playing pétanque is simple. It's 156 things that you have to do before you even release a ball. It sounds really difficult, but the best players have done this so many times that it just rattles off to them. So the third letter is S. That is self-image. All of this that we have here in all of the videos that I've done focuses a huge amount in terms of alter ego, but also self-image. If you have cognitive dissonance, which is a very posh way of saying you think you're great, but you know you're rubbish, that's a problem. You've got to work on your self-image. The only way you can work on your self-image is by winning, by focusing on process over outcome, by working on your shot, visualizing your shot, talking to yourself in the right way, delivering the outcomes that you want. Self-image is massive in the game. Self-image comes from standing with pride, from having a team that you are behind. This self-image says, I wouldn't play for Cherbourg unless I was good enough. They wouldn't let me in. This self-image is absolutely massive. And you have to make sure that you develop yours in a particular way that allows you to be confident, not arrogant. There's a very, very fine line between those. So confidence comes from the repetition of certain actions to deliver certain results. Work on your self-image. Do that more than anything. So next one is the letter A. The letter A is anticipation. Anticipation, that can be really good. Some people say, I get anxious before a shot. I get anxiety before a game, before a competition. Here's the interesting thing. Anxiety and excitement release exactly the same hormones, the exact same things trigger in your mind. They're very, very different, but anxiety and excitement exactly the same to your brain. So if you're feeling worried, if you're afraid of something, instead of saying I'm really anxious about this, I'm worried about the anticipation of win or lose, or maybe I'm playing against a really, really good player, just say, actually, I'm excited about this. I get the chance to show all of the things that I've learnt with Pétanque Coach in his YouTube videos and how magnificent he is, you can just say, I am really feeling good. I'm anticipating a win. I'm visualizing the win a week before, 3 days before, the night before. I am thinking in my mind, I'm seeing scenarios in the game before they've even happened. I'm rehearsing previous scenarios and seeing myself getting the right outcome, doing the right process, getting the achievements and the ends working and the accolades and the praise, and I'm feeling great in myself. It's all helping. The next one is the action. Anticipation, visualization, all of these things, they're all great in terms of preparing the mind, but it's only action that produces results. You can practice a shot in your mind all the time. Lanny Basham, let's use him. I've mentioned him in previous videos. Lanny had a particular situation once where he couldn't practice. So what did he do? He just used his mind. He was a shooter in the American Olympic team where they shoot at targets over a very long distance, and you have a particular gun and you have to focus and you have to be everything. It's all about being still and quieting your heart, literally slowing your heart down, quietening your mind, relaxing, the right amount of pressure on that trigger without flicking or flinching, and the shot goes right through, hits the bullseye, everyone goes mad, everything's great. He couldn't practice. He couldn't do anything for a real period of time. I don't recall exactly what the situation was. So what he did was he repeated it again and again and again in his mind first. The whole thing about the Boule Mind, the whole thing about visualization, the whole thing about process over outcome, all of these different things, the self-talk, the confidence. He knew he could execute this. There's another very good example. There was an American who was imprisoned in an internment camp in one of the wars. I don't recall exactly which one was. He was a very good golfer. He loved golf. Couldn't play at all because he is locked up in a prison. So what he used to do, every single day, he would sit there. I'm going to play myself in my home course, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch every single shot, how it lifts, how it lands, how it runs through, how it ends up near the pin. And he rehearsed in a mind movie his entire game, day after day after day. Now, when he went into that internment, into that prison, let's say he was about a 6 or an 8 in terms of golf, in terms of his handicap. When he came back, having not picked up a club for years, he went straight on the golf course, shot an almost perfect round, as if he'd been playing and practicing the entire time. This is the importance of it. But the action was helped by all the rehearsal, all of the anticipation, all of these things in the Boule Mind. The R, reinforcement. This is one of the most important things. I talked about anchors, talked about other things, saying things to yourself like, that's like me. Whenever you've played a really good shot, say to yourself, that's like me. That's me. I'm a shooter. Yeah, I'm a great pointer. I can play clutch ball. No problems there. That's like me. I'm a great champion. I'm a winner in the game of pétanque. You reinforce these things to yourself. Any doubt, any problems that you may have, any problems that you've got about your alter ego, any things that you might think, people think I'm a little bit big-headed, any of these things, you're reinforcing how great you are. The words of Muhammad Ali, I'll show you how great I am. If you can show people, if you can repeat those sort of things to yourself, I'll show you how great I am. I'll show you what an amazing shooter I am. Ali believed in himself when no one else believed in him. He said he was the greatest for years before he became the greatest. That is the power of anchors, self-talk, visualization, alter ego. He was the greatest. That was his alter ego. His practice, his process, his outcome, his incantations, his phrases, his self-belief, his everything. It all comes into this Boule Mind. I really hope you've enjoyed this. It's been great fun for me to remind myself of all of these things. And if you see me not doing them on the piste, let me know.